Hey, so I know that a lot of students are going to be out for this anti-drug thing tomorrow in third and fourth period. And since I won't be here on Wednesday, I wanted you an opportunity to go over what we are learning on Tuesday. So hopefully you've already grabbed a copy of the notes to fill in, but I'm just going to go through and just go through the notes with you on video. So first, let me take a picture. Light up. Okay. All right. So here it is. Today's date that you should have learned it, but I understand that most of you will be, or some of you will be out, is 3/1/22, and the objective is to solve equations by completing the square. Okay. So we're going to put together the stuff we learned from last Friday and from Monday in order to do this. And there are 3 steps to this. First step is add/subtract the constant to get it on the right. So you want things to look like x squared plus something x is equal to some number. So you don't want a number right here, because step 2 is complete the square. So step 2 is complete the square. And then make sure to add to both sides. And you'll see what I mean when we actually go through and solve this, but add to both sides. And then step 3 is solve with square roots. So that's what we did last Friday. Okay, so let's actually go through and solve this. So we're gonna do several examples here. If you need to, maybe press pause and copy all the notes over if you haven't yet. But down here with example 1, we've got x squared plus 10x minus 4. So step 1, we're going to add the constant so that's on the right. And so we are left with x squared plus 10x equals 4. And then step 2 is complete the square. So what's 10 divided by 2 is 5, right? And 5 squared is 25. So we're going to do plus 25 on both sides. And remember, when completing the square, you have to factor. So this will factor into x plus 5 squared is equal to 29. So that is step 2. So you complete the square. Make sure to add this 25. If you're going to add it on the right, so you're going to add this on the right, then you have to add the exact same number on the left. And by that I mean this is the left and this is the right. Okay. Last step, step 3, is take the square root and solve. So square root both sides, so this becomes x plus 5. Can we simplify the square root of 29? So if we go through, there's no square root of 29. 25 isn't a factor. 16 isn't a factor. 9 isn't a factor, and 4 isn't a factor. So it does not simplify. So you have plus minus the square root of 29 because it doesn't simplify. And to finish, we're going to subtract that 5 to the front. So we get x equals negative 5 plus minus the square root of 29, and we're done. So we are doing what we did yesterday and what we did on Friday. Or should I say Monday and Friday, and putting it all into a single type of problem. All right, so let's look at example 2. So we're going to start by subtracting 3. And so we get k squared minus 6k, and we're going to have plus something, is equal to negative 1. We divide by 2, we get 3, and then 3 squared is 9. So make sure to add 9 on the left and on the right. We factor this into k minus 3 squared is equal to 8. So that's the finish. We're done with step 2. In step 3, take the square root. We have k minus 3. The square root of 8 simplifies into 4 and 2. So this is 2 root 2. So we go over here and we have plus minus 2 square root 2. Add 3 to the front, and we get k equals 3 plus minus 2 root 2. And we are done. Okay, as we're going through this, don't be overwhelmed. Like, all you need to remember, move the number to the right, complete the square, make sure to stay balanced, factor with that half of the middle coefficient, take the square root of both sides, simplifying with plus minus, and finish solving. Okay, so it's just Friday's work and Monday's work combined into one problem. All right, let's do one more. Oh, I need to take the picture of the next one. So let's get that going. Picture of example 3. Okay. Apply and done. So here we go, example 3. So we've got t times t minus 2 equals 15. So you will have ones like this, and you might be tempted to do the thing where you factor it and set each factor equal to 0, but this is not 0. So you can't do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by distributing this t. So it comes out as t squared minus 2t is equal to 15. There is no number to move to the other side. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide by 2 and we get negative 1. And then negative 1 all squared is 1. We have to add that to both sides for balance. This will factor into t minus 1 squared is equal to 16. So we've completed the square and factored it, and then we take the square root of both sides. So we get t minus 1 equals, and the square root of 16 is plus minus 4. We add the 1, and we get t is equal to 1 plus minus 4. You are not done at this point because you can add 1 and 4, and you can subtract 1 and 4. So we need to actually finish. So we've got t equals 1 plus 4, so t equals 5 as one answer. And we have t equals 1 minus 4, or t equals negative 3 as the other answer. So your two answers are 5 and negative 3. And you're done. That's it. You might write it, the answer key will take the form 5, 3. So I know this was going really fast. Hopefully you pressed pause if you needed to absorb. But I just wanted you to have this video available. All right.